12th did not pray. Prayer was the language of frightened men. The dropship doors opened 3,000 feet above the city and the warriors stepped into the storm. No parachutes, no descent thrusters, only iron, gravity, and faith. Carveron struck the cathedral roof hard enough to shatter the stone beneath its boots. Statues toppled from their alcoves. Ancient saints broke against the floor, their marble faces disappearing beneath falling debris. Around him, the rest of the 12th landed. 1, 2, 10, 100. Red armored giants falling from the heavens like a judgment of a furious god. Veyron stood. Something inside his skull began to sing. Not a voice, never a voice. The surgeons had assured him of that centuries ago. There are no voices, Commander. Only damaged nerves, only electrical impulses, only trauma. The surgeons were dead now. Veyron had killed the last one with his bare hands. The singing remained. He drew his axe, and below the cathedral, the city waited. 9 million souls, 9 million beating hearts, 9 million offerings. Veyron smiled. Blood, he whispered. The warriors around him turned. The word moved through the 12th like electricity. Blood. Another warrior repeated it, then another. Blood. 100 armored fists struck breastplates. Blood. The cathedral shook. Veyron raised his axe. For the god who waits beyond the veil. The 12th roared. Then they descended into the city. The first hour was war. The defenders fought well. They deployed armored vehicles across the northern avenue and filled the streets with barricades. Artillery fired from the palace district, launching missiles into the advancing legion. The 12th did not slow. Veyron ran through the explosions. His armor burned. Warning symbols filled his vision. He ignored them. The singing inside his skull had become beautiful. He reached the first barricade. His axe fell. A soldier disappeared beneath the blade. The pain stopped. For one glorious second, Veyron knew peace. Then it returned. Worse. Hungrier. He swung again. Peace. Pain. Kill. Peace. Pain. Kill. The rhythm became everything. Around him, the 12th had discovered the same truth. They abandoned formation. They ignored commands. The squads dissolved into packs of screaming warriors chasing anything that moved. Veyron watched one of his oldest brothers tear the door from an armored vehicle and crawl inside. The screaming lasted 11 seconds. When the warrior emerged, his armor was red, not painted, blessed. Veyron laughed. The god beyond the veil was watching. It had to be. Why else would the blood feel so long? By the 6th hour, when the war was over, the killing continued. Veyron walked through the streets full of smoke. His axe dragged behind him, carving a shallow line through the stone. The scene had changed. It was no longer beautiful. It was demanding. More. Veyron stopped. He looked around. Nothing moved. The city was silent. No, he whispered. The pressure inside his skull increased. More. We have given you millions. His hands began to shake. More. Veyron looked around the warriors of the 12th. They stood among the ruins. His brothers. His sons. His companions across 1,000 battlefields. One of them slowly turned toward him. Veyron saw the same hunger in the warrior's eyes. The same understanding. There were no enemies left, but there was still blood. Veyron raised his axe. Across the ruined city, thousands of warriors did the same. For a moment,